All right, KMR Rotary, welcome back to the channel. We are here to talk the BRAP. We were talking about this nice billet dry sump front cover the other day. I'll put the link below. We were talking about this configuration, where this particular front cover came from. But as I mentioned, it was being installed. The customer acquired the front cover and asked if, hey, KMR, can you please convert this 3-rotor motor from wet sump to dry sump? And that can be a little tricky. There's actually some cutting, modifications, mounting. You've got to weld mounting points on the tubes. It's not just a straightforward bolt-in, and this unique front cover did come with some unique options like this front bearing stabilizer and custom front pulley hub. So we had to spend some time installing it, but I'm happy to say looks beautiful on this 3-rotor engine. And I figured we'd do a quick talk about the setup, and why we like these configurations. Obviously, as I mentioned in the previous video, these factory dry sumps give you a completely flat bottom, so it really drops the center of gravity on motor installation down. It also does remove any hang down on the oil pan. So in hot rod applications, this allows for a lot cleaner installation. Whether it's subframe, power steering rack, steering linkages. There's numerous things that can be in the undercarriage area. And in this case, the motor can sit very low and be clear of most of those items. It's also an oil pump that almost can't fail. The factory pumps are known to be exceptionally reliable. These front cover dry sumps are actually gear driven. It's a main drive gear on the shaft directly to a drive gear on the pump. So there's no chain, there's no belt. There's basically no way for that gear drive pump system to fail. Now, there can be user error if you don't have good flow, if you're pulling vacuum on the tank. You can still hurt a motor, and hurting a motor can lead to hurting the pump. But generally speaking, these are known to be exceptionally reliable. They are very expensive, and in this case, this is a billet configuration that is a copy of that factory pump, so it's probably even more money. We would love to see these come down in price. It just hasn't happened yet. I think one person mentioned, hey, maybe they could be manufactured overseas. But even if they were, you still have to have a large quantity and a large amount of money to spend. Right now, you can still get factory pumps. I've got some available. Obviously, they're pricey. And there are a few manufacturers out there working with these unique ideas like billet or casting their own and playing with the OEM configuration, which I really like. This particular motor is actually a motor I built years ago. And I guess it just went into storage. The customer did not have the opportunity to build the car at that moment, but now he is back underway. Hence the reason why we switched this motor from a wet sump application to a dry sump application for him. Overall, it's a really nice build. Basically, KMR Mazda Trick Style 20B. We studded the entire block. Rotating assembly, balanced side cut for high RPM. It is race bearings on all the rotors, polished. We polished the eccentric shaft. Front and rear main bearings are multi-window and an OEM center main bearing, all polished and toleranced. It's just going to be a really nice configuration, very reliable, very straightforward, large street port, E&J seals, and I think this one was actually Series 4 high compression rotors. I believe the customer's intending to run ethanol boost. He's going for the moon. I mean, that's what you do with the 3-rotor. These are great 800, 2,000 horsepower, reliable motors if you get the proper setup around them. Obviously, there's fuel delivery, ignition, turbo sizing. There's a lot to it. Exhaust and intake can make a big difference as well. But as you've seen within the KMR cars and a lot of these motors we ship out, we have a pretty straightforward build technique. So if anybody's interested in a KMR build, studding, porting, or any of the components involved, just let us know. And like I said, this one's a little dusty. I think this motor's been sitting for somewhere in the neighborhood of 5 or 6 years, but I'm very happy to see that the customer has got it back out of storage. We've opted to improve it and it's going in a car. So I think that's about a wrap. If anybody's got questions, just let us know. I love building 20Bs. They're one of my favorite motors. 4 rotors, 13Bs, 20Bs, 5 rotors, you name it. We're all about the rotary. Let us know if you need any parts, any services, and I think that's a wrap. This one's shipping out, so glad I got to work on it again. Can't wait to see it in the car. Thanks for watching. KMR.